What's up, YouTube? This is your girl, Shaky Day, bringing you the reality news. Now, this is what I've been waiting for. Love and Hip Hop, New York, Season 7. Okay, I'm not a rapper. Like, really? You thought it was gonna rhyme at the end? Anyways. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope the day is treating you well. Your kids ain't driving you too crazy. But let's take a break from our reality and let us join some Love and Hip Hop New York Season 7 reality. Because yes, Season 7 is here. And I cannot wait to see what is going down in the Big Apple. Now, we've gotten a preview from VH1, so they've given us a little super trailer kind of teaser, and really it was great because it showed us a lot of new and a little bit of old in a good way. So let's take a look at what we can expect for Season 7. All right, first and suitably first is our girl Cardi B. Yes, Cardi B, you know she was the breakout hit of Love and Hip Hop New York Season 6. Well, of course, they had to bring her back. They had to pay her shmoney. As Cardi B likes to say, what is my shmoney? And you know what I mean, my shmoney. I love that chick. Okay, so Cardi B's back, and this time, she's bringing her sister. Her sister is named Hennessy because, why not? Actually, those two chicks got the baddest names in the game. I'm sorry. Cardi B and Hennessy. That's it. That's what's popping. Okay. So Hennessy is there doing a little ride by with her sister. And honestly, you know how we've been looking at Cardi B going, where is this chick from? Like, which part of New York talks like that? She's so unique and original, which is why I think a lot of us love Cardi B. Plus, she keeps it real all day, every day. And you know what? Hennessy is like totally like Cardi B to me. Like, what do you guys think? You know, like they're talking the same. I'm like, oh my God. And, you know, in the past, Cardi B has told us that her accent is a little bit of a combo of being from New York and being Puerto Rican and a little bit of street lingo. And she just kind of mashed it all up. So her sister with the same background, she's talking the same. I love it. So I'm really happy VH1 decided to bring her on because, I mean, the last thing we saw with Cardi B, she was, I don't know, she was trifling a little bit dealing with DJ Self. No. I have to take a sip of my coffee every time I say DJ Self. Today's coffee, I'm going to say today's coffee is Puerto Rican coffee. All right? That's a shout out to Cardi B and Hennessy. All right? And then from the beginning, Cardi B dropped some truth, okay? Because this is what Cardi B does. She says, you know, life has been good, life has been great, but I miss my old life just a little bit. And you know, at first we're like, excuse you? You missed the hood? What are you talking about? But like she was saying, she said, back in the day, I had 3 haters. And I could keep track of them. But these days, I got like 1,000 haters by morning. Every day, all day. And you know what, guys? What do you think about that? This is speaking some deep truth, right? It's definitely like more money, more problems kind of philosophy. But when it comes to haters, it's completely true. So I'm with it. And Hennessy is triple cute. She is so cute. She's funny. And so I look forward to seeing what she brings this season. And hopefully she gets a lot of airtime. I'm rooting for Cardi. If y'all rooting for Cardi, hit me up in the comments below. I want her to keep winning. Okay? Now, here we go. Next, we're catching up with the Creep Squad, which includes Richie D, okay, Rich Dollaz. We got DJ Self. We have Cisco and Mr. Peter Gunz himself. Now, when we catching up with the Creep Squad, Peter Gunz is a little busy, okay? He's got 2 new babies at home, okay? With Amina Butterfly and Tara Wallace. So he has excused himself from filming that particular scene. But the rest of the Creep Squad is in full effect, okay? And here we go. Rich is trying to talk about, apparently, he's suggesting that he might slow down. Like, you know, how long has Rich been saying this? This is what I want to know. Rich has been threatening, suggesting, claiming to slow down for like 3 seasons now. And every time he says he's going to slow down, it just gets messier. Because didn't we see him with Moniece for 2 minutes, okay, and saying he wants to marry her. But then all of a sudden, we see Rich with Mariah Lynn last season, doing a couple 1-2 steps. Okay, like, what's that about? And before that, Richie was with that Diamond Strawberry chick. I mean, he keeps threatening to settle down. I think didn't he hit on Santana? I can't remember. Maybe I'm starting rumors. Maybe not. I don't know. But I know Cisco and Sin been smashing. Or if y'all didn't know that, Cisco and Sin been hooking up hardcore. So it's just empty threats. I don't buy it for 1 minute. But okay, whatever. The Creep Squad's around. And apparently, this season, the Creep Squad has a new member. This is a rap artist, and her name is Snoop. Snoop is a female rap artist, and she has joined the cast this season. She seems pretty cool. Now, Snoop's real name is Felicia Pearson, and she's out of Baltimore doing some acting. Now she's going into the music, as I said. So she's trying to start a record label called Gorgeous Gangster. But I don't really know much about her. I guess we'll find out. And she seems pretty good. Like, from the jump, first scene, she says, you know, I'll work with you, but don't mean I gotta be a member of the Creep Squad. And I'm like, hell yeah, come through, Snoop. Because according to Snoop, she says, creeps play games. Can I get an amen? That is right. So she figures she don't need to play no games in order to manage her business. So let's see what Snoop brings to the cast, Love and Hip Hop New York, and we'll keep checking in with her. So let's see. Now, moving on. This season, we also have Yandy returning with her, I don't know, husband, quote unquote, husband, still locked up, okay, serving time. Yandy is taking on this season to deal with Mendeecee's other baby mothers, okay? So, baby mama number 1 and baby mama number 2, they're ganging up on Yandy, baby mama number 3. And Yandy's gonna be duking it out this season, okay? Bobbing and weaving. So I don't know about all that. Apparently, 2 baby mamas get popping with Yandy, try and set her up, try and spill her tea. Now, the streets are talking. It has been recorded that Yandy has been outed, right? As not even being married to Mendeecees. That's right. So apparently that whole wedding thing we saw last season on Love and Hip Hop New York season 6, that was all fake. Yandy didn't even actually sign the marriage certificate. And when I read that, I was like, what? That whole wedding was fake. You know, Yandy took Mona Scott's money and put on a huge show. Basically, it was a goodbye party for her hubby. And that's what it ended up being. She didn't sign the marriage certificate. And according to Erica, Mendeecees, one of the baby mothers, according to one of the baby mothers, the reason Yandy didn't sign the marriage certificate is because she didn't want to have her name financially responsible for Mendeecee's kids. Okay? And Erica was going after her for child support. The minute she signed her name on that, then you could go after the wife or the husband. So if the husband is away, like Mendeecees is away, she was going to get her paper straight out of Yandy's ass, okay? But guess what? Yandy outfoxed her and didn't sign the paper. Now, I don't know about you guys. You know, like, I've been thinking about it. Is that smart? Is that cowardly? I don't know. Because to me, the whole thing is messy anyways. But If you really truly believe in marriage as an institution, then I think Yandy should have signed the paper. Like, I'm not saying you have to get married. That's the thing. Like, if marriage is for you, then do you. Okay? If it's not for you, cool. Leave it alone. But that whole thing is, I want to be married before you go. Except if it costs me money. That's what I heard. That's the message I get from this whole situation. And you guys remember that before the wedding, like a couple months before the actual ceremony, remember Yandy went ahead and changed her last name to Harris? Just on her own. You know, you could just go to the courthouse and fill out an application, sign to change your name. Remember when Yandy did that? And I always thought at the time, I was like, why would you do that? You're about to get married in a couple months. You could be a Harris by default. Just fill out the form and let people know. Why are you rushing 2 months early? Well, now we know why she was rushing. Yandy didn't have no intention whatsoever from way back then to sign the marriage certificate. This is what I know. This is what I think. I mean, it's my opinion. I don't got no proof. Allegedly, blah, blah, blah. However, that's what makes sense to me. How about you guys? What do you guys think? You know, 2 months before your wedding, you go get your husband's last name. Why? Now we find out why. So we will see how Yandy's going to go ahead and explain away this situation, honey. This is messy. I think Mona should get a refund. Actually, no, I don't. You know why? She got a lot of ratings. She got a lot of promo dollars, advertisers, this, that, and the third for VH1. So forget that. No refunds for VH1. Okay? Mona, suck it up. All right? It was a beautiful episode. It was very touching and beautiful, meaningful. Leave it alone. However, Yandy, I think that's a little bit weaselly. I think it's a little snaky. Like, you don't want to pay. Okay, you don't want to pay. But then forget the whole fake wedding stuff. I'm good that you want to keep your money for you and your kids. And why is, let me ask you a question. Why would the baby mother even go after Yandy? Mendeecees is locked up. He ain't making no money. Why you go after Yandy if you're not spiteful? That seemed like spiteful to me. You want Yandy to pay for your baby. Nah, that don't work for me. That don't make no sense for me, okay? So I'm glad that Yandy ducked and dodged her, but I just think she should have been up front and just had a going away party for Mendeecees instead of this whole wedding dress thing. Because now what you're going to do, have another wedding? Like, it's too much. Anyways, moving on. We got some new characters. Actually, we got quite a lot of new characters this season. So we'll see what they bring. One of them is some DJ. This guy's name is DJ Drewski. Okay, and he is supposedly from Hot 97. He calls himself White Chocolate and all that. And he may be, but at the same time, you don't have to announce it. Just be yourself and just show up. We can see you. You know what I mean? You know, he's gonna have to bring something. I don't got much vibe on him besides the fact that he's a white guy. That's the only, that's the only thing I got out of the preview. Hi, I'm a white guy. But we'll see. You know, he joins up with the Creep Squad a little bit. We'll see what's going on. However, okay, we do see Young B, Miss Thang, okay, Miss Rapper herself. She makes a play. We'll see what happens. Apparently his girlfriend of 2 years ain't too happy and they get into it. We will watch that unfold. Although I will say right now, Bianca, Young B, I feel really sorry for her. Okay, because she's starting off begging for people's man. I don't wish anybody to be lonely. However, I'm not here for women begging to be people's man. Okay, and this is what is happening also with our girl Kimbella returning. Kimbella is back on the scene. She's looking triple cute. She's still with Juelz Santana and they're trying to work out their issues. I mean, what decade is this? When have they not been trying to work out their issues? So, but hey, you know what? She's the mother of his child or 2 kids. All right, so she want to keep working. However, trust issues seem to still be around, except for some reason, Juelz has decided to put his trust issues on camera. But I don't know why Juelz is in this season. I really don't. If I was Juelz, I'm not going on Love and Hip Hop, but maybe he saw Peter Gunz, who did the most and the worst on camera and lived to tell about it. So he probably figures, hey, let me come back to this situation and let the chips fall where they may. However, if I was Kimbella and Juelz says, honey, I want to go on Love and Hip Hop and work our issues out on camera, I would be all like, hell no. Because the only time people want you to go on camera, okay, who have trust issues, is to embarrass your ass and let the whole world see. This is the only time. Like, why would Peter Gunz join the show and do what he did to Tara and Amina? It's because he wanted the whole world to see what's up. And he wanted the games and the lying to like at least come out. You know, not to say stop, but he wanted to come out. And this is what I feel. I feel the whole invitation is like inviting me to the Maury Povich show with an envelope holding in Maury's hand. I'd be like, no, bitch, no. Don't invite me to Maury. If my husband tells me he got a secret and he want to reveal it on Maury, first of all, I'm going to punch him in the throat. Second of all, I'm going to make sure and tell him I am not going. I am never going. This is what I feel, but here we go. We're going to see how messy it can get with Juelz and Kimbella. We will see. Now, one of the bigger names joining this season is hip-hop artist Cam'ron. Cam'ron is joining Love and Hip Hop New York. So we will see what's up with him. But right from the beginning, we are seeing his girlfriend saying that she thinks they've been together since 2008. Cam'ron is letting her know on camera, no, we weren't exclusive. And she was like, well, we had a place together. We've been living together. He said, just because we're living together does not mean we're exclusive. And I'm like, oh, okay then. And her face fell, okay, dropped to the bottom. But at the same time, chick, why are you on camera being surprised? Cam'ron ain't trying to claim you exclusively. So, unfortunately, guys, it looks like we might have another hip-hop victim. Okay, wifey victim. We have a lot of them. This chick might be next in line. Okay, from what I can see, we will see what's up. I mean, hopefully that's not his only storyline, because I really like to get to know sort of the behind the scenes of hip-hop artists like Cam'ron. So hopefully we get to see some of his process, his collabos, some of his struggles, not just girlfriend beef, you know what I mean? But we'll see. And then finally we got Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn is doing her thing. I have to say, she's working really hard at trying to keep her music career going, but for some reason she's still buzzing around Rich Dollaz, Cisco, and that whole crew. Like, I don't even know why she's even talking to Rich, because from the reunion last year, we heard her say that she had a baby for Rich and got rid of it. Now, I mean, that was a lie, and I think, personally, I think that was TMI. Too much information. Like, she shouldn't have shared that on camera, but you know what? I do believe in women's rights, so you share what you want to share. But at the same time, why are you even talking to Rich after Rich shamed you? You know what I mean? He disowned you. He said you weren't no thing but a couple-minute fling. And now I see her spending camera time with Rich. So whatever. And Cisco, same thing. Like, I don't know why she's still dealing with them. To me, she needs a whole new circle. Like, completely new. Now, I'm not saying come out of New York, but it's a big city, right? Like, there's a lot of producers, artists, you know, groups, record labels coming through New York. Why are you even dealing with these old men? But whatever, you know, we'll see what she brings to the table. Overall, I will say there's a lot going on, but Love and Hip Hop New York Season 7 looks really juicy, really entertaining. What do you guys think? Are you here for some of the storylines? We will see. Now, listen, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please take a quick moment and subscribe. And we could keep dishing about Love and Hip Hop New York Season 7 and a whole lot of other things. But at the same time, once you hit subscribe, you'll see a little bell pop up. Click the bell, get that notification button activated, and you will get the new on what I do. All right? Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to leave it there, and I will check back with you guys real soon. This has been your girl, Shay Day, bringing you the reality news. Thanks so much for watching. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.